On to a quick topic about the MVP race. We are almost halfway through the season here. We're coming up on week 8 here soon, about the midway point. So let's talk about MVP. There's a bunch of great candidates out there. Obviously, the usuals: Patrick Mahomes, right? Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts. All these people that are performing fairly well at an elite level are in the MVP race. But for me, Puma, if it's my money, I think Josh Allen right now is the clear and away favorite. For the MVP. He leads the league in touchdowns, in yards, most quarterback statistics he's leading. Even in yards, he's like a good 175, almost 200 games more than the second closest guy. So for me and my money, with the wins they've had so far, especially a big win in Arrowhead where they went in and beat the Chiefs in a really close 24-20 win, I think for me Josh Allen right now is the clear runaway favorite for MVP, and I really hope he wins it, man. I think the kid deserves it. And if I had to pick a second runner up, I'm gonna say Jalen Hurts at the moment. He's got his team at 6-0. His percentage through 6 games now is 6.8, which compared to last year was 61.3. So he's also made a fairly large 7 percentage point increase in his completion percentage. So he's doing a good job getting his team playing well. And at the moment, I got those two guys in the MVP lead.
Yeah, no, I'm going to second that. I think, Josh Allen cemented his position at the number 1 spot with the win in Arrowhead. Honestly, Jay, I think a lot of stuff depended on, this performance against the Chiefs last week. I think Sean McDermott is the leader in the clubhouse for Coach of the Year. I think Josh Allen is MVP. And honestly, is it beyond the realm to see these guys, maybe go 14-3 this season? Yep. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's beyond the realm, because I think the hardest part of the schedule they just kind of pass through. So I think Allen's the leader in the clubhouse. Jalen Hurts for sure. I think bringing up the bronze is Patrick Mahomes. But man, it's kind of crazy how far, I guess, in people's eyes, Lamar Jackson has kind of cratered, in the MVP standings, because, after the first week or two, I think he was, it was tied between Jackson and Josh Allen. But then, you have the defense for the Ravens. I understand he's not playing defense, but it's just the eye test to everything. The defense cratered, a double-digit lead the last couple of weeks. He throws a back-breaking interception against the Bills in a gotta-have-it spot. He looked bad against the Giants in the fourth quarter down the stretch. It's not good for Lamar. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on, especially with, he still has contentious contract negotiations, with the Baltimore Ravens right now. So he betted on himself this year. And he's kind of, right now, I think he's hitting a bit of a rut, and he's not really helping himself trying to get that max payday next season.
I've been saying this for a while now, and the guy will play great for stretches, but for some reason, there's always that quarter where he starts to look like a high school quarterback, where he can't complete any balls. He's turning the ball over at an alarming rate, and it just seems to happen now in the last few weeks that this is happening in the fourth quarter of these big games. You hit on the head. The Bills' interception was massive. The turnover against the Giants, that basically cost him the game. So he's actively costing them the game. So I get it. Lamar Jackson is such a weird quarterback to dissect, because he's electric. He makes you, stop and watch and take your breath away with some of the plays he makes. But I don't think he's a real quarterback. I'm sorry. I don't think he's a beat you from the pocket. We need this third down. It's the AFC Championship game. The Chiefs on the other side. We got to have this throw to win this freaking game, and I don't think he's that guy. I just don't get the vibe from him in regards to that.
I gotcha.
And then your Bills point, Puma, I think you're right. They've got the Packers coming up on Sunday Night Football out of their bye week. They're on bye week this week. They've got the Jets. They've got the Vikings. They've got the Browns, Lions, Patriots, Jets again, Finns, Bears, Bengals, and Patriots again. So a few decent teams in there, but you're right. I mean, I can see them going 14-3, and they've got to go 14-3. Last year is when last year they went to Arrowhead, they beat the Chiefs 38-24, whatever it was, and then lost the next 5 or 7 games, right? So they can't have that big letdown again this year, because in the same exact spot they were last year, and they've got to finish out this season stronger than they did last year.
No, it's that Browns game. That is a Watson-less Browns game, right?
November 20th, correct. Yeah, so Watson is not there yet. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hey, are we gonna make up to Buffalo this year or what?
I mean, I gotta figure it out with the stuff going on at the house. So
Okay. All right.
definitely want to. It's definitely on the list.